Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Bachelor Nation News fans. The Bachelor star Joey Graziadei has shared candid thoughts about his fiancée Kelsey Anderson's dancing skills following his win on Dancing with the Stars. Graziadei, who became the first Bachelor star to win the competition's 33rd season, told US Weekly that Anderson isn't the most skilled dancer. "I didn't think I was going to do well, and we're here now," he said, referencing his unexpected victory with dance partner Jenna Johnson. The reality TV star suggested that Val Schmerkowski would be the ideal professional dancer to whoop her into shape if Anderson were to compete on the show. He also expressed interest in seeing NFL player Jason Kelsey join the dance competition, praising Kelsey's athletic footwork. Anderson has been supportive of Graziadei's dance journey. On TikTok, she shared that her fiancé would consistently text her after performances, asking if she was proud of him. "Honestly, he makes me proud every single day," she wrote. Following the November 26 finale, Anderson congratulated her fiancé on Instagram, expressing amazement at his hard work and dedication. "You agree you are 18 or over. We use your sign-up to provide content in ways you've consented to and improve our understanding of you. This may include adverts from us and third parties based on our knowledge of you. Unsubscribe at any time."
DWTS disaster? Joey Graziadei sparks backlash after insulting Kelsey Anderson following Mirrorball win. The glittering high. Joey Graziadei could hardly believe it. The crowd was still roaring and golden confetti rained down like a shower of dreams as he held the Dancing with the Stars Mirrorball trophy high above his head. His face was flushed with joy, his heart pounding with adrenaline and disbelief. He'd won. He, the charming, endlessly likable former Bachelor, had gone all the way. From clumsy foxtrots to perfectly executed sambas, Joey had become a fan favorite week after week. Alongside pro dancer Brittany Calloway, he had danced his way not only into the judges' hearts, but into America's living rooms. And yet, amidst all the celebration, all the confetti and camera flashes, something felt off. He looked toward the edge of the ballroom floor. Kelsey Anderson, his fiancée, the woman he had proposed to in front of millions, stood just out of the spotlight, clapping dutifully, her smile tight. She wasn't thrilled, and neither was the internet. The winning moment that went too far. The moment that ignited the firestorm happened almost instantly after Joey's win. As cameras zoomed in for his victory interview, Joey, still out of breath, shouted into the mic, "This win is for everyone who doubted me, including Kelsey." The crowd let out a collective "ooh," half in jest. Joey laughed, clearly thinking he was being funny, but Kelsey, watching from the sidelines, blinked. At home, fans clipped the moment within seconds. The quote trended on X, formerly Twitter, before Joey even left the stage. Hashtag Joey shades Kelsey, hashtag DWTS Backlash, hashtag not cool Joey. What was meant to be a lighthearted jab suddenly felt personal. In a world where Bachelor Nation is known for its passionate fan base, Joey had unknowingly crossed a line, and Kelsey's stiff reaction did not go unnoticed. Cracks in the spotlight. By the time the couple arrived at the after-party, the vibe had shifted. They were supposed to be celebrating, not only Joey's win, but the success of their relationship, a Bachelor love story that had somehow survived the post-show pressures. But backstage, tension simmered. "You know that was a joke, right?" Joey asked, placing a hand on Kelsey's back as they moved through the press gauntlet. Kelsey smiled weakly. "Sure, just not sure why I had to be the punchline." "It was a victory quip. I was trying to say, like, even my fiancé doubted me, and I still did it. You were nervous every week, remember?" "Being nervous for you isn't the same as doubting you, Joey," she replied, her voice tight, but controlled. "And now the whole world thinks I never believed in you." "Come on," he said with a grin he hoped would disarm her. But Kelsey wasn't laughing, and neither was Bachelor Nation. The fans' turn. Within hours, headlines across social media were unforgiving. Joey Graziadei throws fiancé Kelsey under the bus. DWTS winner mocks his supportive partner in live TV moment. Is there trouble in paradise already? Bachelor fan pages were ablaze with speculation. That was so disrespectful. Kelsey deserved better. If this is how he acts on a good day, imagine a bad one. Even former contestants weighed in. Charity Lawson tweeted, "We love a Mirrorball moment. We don't love shady jokes at our girl's expense." Tyler Cameron, a friend of Joey's, tried to soften the blow by calling it just Joey being Joey, but his defense did little to sway the tide. The damage had been done. Joey had won a trophy and simultaneously triggered a PR nightmare. Kelsey speaks, sort of. 2 days after the finale, Kelsey took to Instagram, not with a Notes app apology or dramatic video, just a subtle post that said volumes. A mirror selfie in her dressing room. Caption, "Proud of you, just not proud of everything." The comments exploded. She said it without saying it. Girl, blink twice if you're okay. Kelsey carried that relationship, and this is how he repays her? Joey, meanwhile, was scrambling behind the scenes. He hadn't expected the backlash to be this intense. He thought his win would be the start of a new chapter. Endorsements, brand deals, a possible co-hosting gig. Instead, he found himself doing damage control. Apologies and explanations. Joey finally addressed the controversy on a podcast episode of Chasing Graziadei, his own Bachelor-inspired weekly chat. He said, "I want to set the record straight. That comment I made about Kelsey, it was a dumb joke. I was in the moment, I meant no disrespect. Kelsey is my rock. She's supported me every step of the way, and I hate that it came off any other way. It wasn't perfect, but it was a start." He followed it with a joint Instagram Live where Kelsey sat beside him, smiling but clearly holding back. Do I think it was a great comment? No, but I know Joey. I know his heart. He's a goof, not a villain. The internet was divided. Some fans praised Kelsey for her grace. Others believe she was saving face for the cameras. This whole thing feels rehearsed. They're trying too hard to look fine. She's over it and just doesn't want to admit it. Mirrorball tensions. In the weeks following the finale, the couple found themselves being followed by paparazzi more than ever. Ironically, Joey's Mirrorball win had catapulted them back into center stage, not for the reasons they wanted. Even in their candid moments, cameras captured distance. A coffee run without hand-holding, a red carpet where Kelsey stood one step apart, a video of them leaving a restaurant in silence. Bachelor Nation body language experts had a field day. A TikTok that went viral broke it down frame by frame. Notice how Kelsey looks away when Joey touches her arm. That's not chemistry, that's discomfort. Another fan's tweet read, "He won a trophy and lost his girl. Was it worth it?" Pressure from all sides. Behind closed doors, things weren't easier. Kelsey was tired. Tired of defending Joey, tired of being misunderstood, tired of carrying the emotional weight. Joey was trying to focus on the opportunities flooding his inbox, but the guilt was growing. At one point, Kelsey told him, during a quiet night in, "I supported you through the show. You needed me and I was there, but when it was your moment, your biggest moment, you chose a joke instead of appreciation." Joey rubbed his temples. "I wasn't thinking. I was overwhelmed. You know, that's what scares me." It wasn't a breakup. Not yet, but it was the closest they'd come. The turning point. It took one moment to shift the tide. Joey surprised Kelsey during a live segment on Good Morning America where he was being interviewed about his post-DWTS life. Halfway through, he pulled out a journal. He said, "I wrote this the day after the finale. I haven't read it out loud, but I want to." He read, "To Kelsey, you stood in the wings while I danced in the spotlight. You clapped when I fell. You screamed when I flew. And in the biggest moment, I made a joke instead of a thank you. I've replayed that in my head 100 times. You deserved better words. You deserve everything. And I'm going to spend the rest of my life making sure you get it." Even the host looked misty-eyed. Kelsey, who had been watching live from their home, posted a single heart emoji on her Instagram story. The public responded quickly. "Okay, Joey, that was beautiful.
He finally gets it. We stand again. A week later, Kelsey and Joey made their first public appearance post-scandal, walking hand in hand at a charity gala, glowing in coordinated outfits. When asked about the drama, Kelsey smiled and said, "Relationships aren't always glitz and glam. Sometimes they're mirrorballs and missteps." And that was that. They weren't perfect. They weren't pretending to be, but they were trying. Behind the glitter. Months later, Joey and Kelsey launched a joint YouTube series called Steps to Love, blending his dancing experience with her background in journalism and wellness. They invited other reality couples to talk about conflict, miscommunication, and the reality behind the fairy tale. Episode 1. When a Joke Goes Too Far. They relived the DWTS win, the viral moment, and the aftershocks, with candor, humor, and reflection. "We almost broke up," Kelsey admitted, "and it wasn't about the joke. It was about what it revealed." Joey nodded. "It made me look at how I show love and how I need to do better publicly and privately."